Happy Monday, First Unity family. I want to apologize first to all of you who were expecting there to be an update on the live stream. That was our plan. It did not happen. And so I apologize to you for any inconvenience on your part. So I want to come to you today with an update. As of last week, we had two different properties that we were looking at, St. Pete SDA and Elam SDA. As of last week, St. Pete SDA came off of the market. They were able to acquire support to continue to be there and to continue their own renovations. And so we bless them. We're glad that they're getting a chance to do that. So here we go toward Elam SDA. And you know the word Elam in Hebrew means rest, a place of rest and abundance. It's pretty neat. Also, there's a little bit of a thread that runs between the two. It's kind of interesting that about 50 years ago, when First Unity moved to the current location, the building that they sold back then, 50 years ago, was sold to Elam SDA on the south side of St. Petersburg. It's pretty interesting. These folks have been wide open. They've had open hearts, open minds, open arms. This is about 53,000 square foot of buildings on about 2.5 city blocks. It's a lot of buildings. It's a lot of place to grow. We do have some opportunity to possibly purchase this in the future. We're going to take about 6 months, though, to do our due diligence, to have architects and construction people take a look at the project and see if it's something that is feasible for us as a community. But in the meantime, we expect either today or tomorrow to have that rental agreement in our hands. And we've had multiple meetings with them, about 5 meetings, where we've had a chance to map out what it is we would need. And so far they have been opening up and rolling out the red carpet, literally, to be very kind to us and allow us to be there in that space and to feel comfortable in the space. Now, here's some logistics. One of the reasons that it fell behind a little bit was because of our technology. We ran into a little bit of a hitch with that. We're going to need to install our technology, and so that's going to take a few weeks to make that process work. So here's the plan. For the next 2 weeks, we're going to be at our current location, having our final service at the current location, according to the plan at the moment, on Mother's Day, May the 12th, which is pretty neat because we have Ruth Ada Idahosa coming in from Nigeria, Africa, the motherland, to give us our Mother's Day message. She's going to be talking about identity, and I believe that's very significant because that Mother's Day, I think, is going to birth us into our next level of beingness as a wonderful spiritual community. Okay? Here's some more logistics. On the 19th, we're not going to have a devotional service. We won't have a devotional service on Mother's Day either because I'd like for us to all be collected in that space at 11 a.m. We will not have a devotional service on the last Sunday of May. And the reason for that is logistics, honestly. We're going to need to be building out and doing some really structural changes in order for us to have our location meet the standards for our technology, for our live stream folks, for everybody who engages with us virtually. And so we're going to need to do a lot of work to make that happen. As a result, that means we're going to need to kind of do some setup, have more setup time during the mornings on Sundays because Elam SDA, their congregation meets on Saturdays. So on Sunday mornings, we're going to need some runway to get some things pulled together. We're going to be calling on you as volunteers to help us with putting up our signs and putting up our banners on Sundays so that people will know where we're meeting and different things like that. So please keep your ears open and your hearts open, your minds open to be a part of that. Our live stream folks, hear me when I say this. We want to make sure that you are also given opportunity to participate in a service. With that being said, because we're doing the technology build out for the month of May, it will be June before we're able to come to you live from the new location. So we are going to make sure that we have for you a live stream service those final 2 Sundays of May. And we'll be providing for you music and message and a time to be together. It's a way for us to still stay connected as we get that build out finished in the month of June or for the month of June. Okay, I believe I've covered everything except for the address. The address is 4812 2nd Avenue South. 4812 2nd Avenue South. But we're going to include that in some flyers and some slides and some events. We're going to set events so that all of that promotion material is available on Facebook and available through email and our weekly connection and our newsletter. We're doing everything we can to make sure we communicate each step along the way. So to summate, we're going to have 2 more Sundays at our current location. On Mother's Day, we have a special guest from the motherland going to be bringing our Mother's Day message. We're also going to do a community big picture together. We're going to be doing another photo together, a community photo at the end of the service. The following 2 Sundays will be at Elam, but the live stream is not going to be live from that new location until the first Sunday in June. However, there will be a live stream service for all of you who join us virtually. It just won't be from that particular location, okay? So keep that all in mind, keep that in your prayers, and know that we are doing everything we can within our power to make this as smooth of a transition as possible. I love you all. Peace and grace. Make it a wonderful week because you can. Peace.